Hello, beautiful people of YouTube. I'm Vex, and welcome to Vexed Out. So, yeah, Disco Elysium did surprisingly
Inside,
well.
you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A metallic drawer slides out. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio.
Alright. So, welcome back to Disco Elysium. You did surprisingly well, so we're gonna keep at it. Alright, so. This flashlight is supposed to look good over... What was the thing I got? Interact. I got something I'm supposed to look at with the flashlight. Read the watermarks. Halogen watermark ledger. See, I'll go to the Kinma, turn on the lights. Oh, okay. It literally just wants me to turn the lights. Okay.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whiny growl.
Press the button labeled headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just...
Sorry. I cut you off. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Stand in front of the Kinma light. Okay.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the shimmering grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Wait, look around you. Where are we on this? Point to the halogen lamps.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Yeah.
Ah, Martinez.
He smells the air and says, "Where are we on this?"
Let me see.
He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
His finger near the top of the map, with a segment off the coast jutting out of the great ocean. Seems like a shithole. Seems nice. I'm sure you've seen worse. That seems nice.
No, it does not.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
Not bad. What about the next one?
Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet.
What about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border,
Okay.
and then some.
Count them individually.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
3? That's it?
That's it.
Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean? Point to the dots in the watermark.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Continue.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Wait, 18 years I've done this? Got drunk like a megastar. I walked the land telling horrors and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. Probably some boring office job, same as everyone else. I feel like I went around apologizing all the time. Do you think I have any idea?
Fair point. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see... Wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot? I would have thought there'd be more.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
So you say I used to be a super cop. I used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's the last number? I don't think I could ever re-become this person. What's the last number?
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
So, I'm a killer. So I expected a higher number, honestly. That's not too many.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of those officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed someone, Kim? How have you ever handled the strain? Thanks for this.
Yes.
He says, declining to elaborate.
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
He gives you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what? Maybe I should find a hobby. Hobbies are lame.
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now. Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
He points to your yellow gardening gloves.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Alright, to the right. Ah. Superstar cop. Apocalypse cop. Sorry cop. Boring cop. Communist. Fascist. Ultra-liberal. Moralist. Good cop, bad cop. Honor. People I've killed. Total cases solved. And service. Okay. Well, let's go figure about the clothes. Let's actually put this flashlight away as well. And. There it is. What does it mean that it was in red? Alright. Who the fuck are you? And what's phone?
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
The man mutters to himself, accenting the beats as he goes.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
His motions towards the sprawl of lorries and sweeping gestures.
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
Agreed.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
Limbo.
Days.
So that's where I am. So how long have you been here? Cool. Leave.
Yeah, exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife.
Hey, conceptualization, chill out.
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Could say it again, only a little less plotting. Extravagantly phrased. But I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, What do you need?
Care to spare some change for a couple of working stiffs? Tell me about this strike. Well, I have a feeling I can go through all of this. Know anything about the dead man, the one hanging behind the hostel here? Point to the yard. What you haulin'? Good for now, talk later.
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
Who's they?
The bosses, man.
Makes sense, first work, pay later. Then don't know who these bosses think they are, but sounds like a good arrangement for them. So you're broke, got it. No, fuck.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had, say, 4 myself.
Tell me about the strike.
It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
Good men.
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
What do you think the company wants? Too much.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else I should know? Conclude.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid.
Smiled
Not that I
awkwardly.
blame them, really. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down towards the road of the horizon, the glint of something in his eyes.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Content.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Hey, Tommy, spill the beans. What's troubling you? Man, you look sad. What's going on? My man, I want to know about your soul.
I'm okay, man. Just... the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
Man recedes into his daze of words.
Maybe the full-on, direct approach wasn't correct. Damn. It's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
Know about the body?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy? With what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Great jam, man.
Nothing. I'm just messing with you, man. Don't mind my idle verbosity.
What you hauling anyways?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Wicked, I've always wanted friends in the underworld. You're under arrest. Okay, what are you actually hauling?
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
So nothing illegal then. That machine, that's your machine behind you? Could I get one of those fallen tracksuits you're hauling? Right. I'm not gonna mooch off this dude.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Okay.
Don't
Good
be a
talk.
stranger.
Oh, I'm sure I'll have to talk to you again later. Alright, let's go talk to the fucking creep. Actually, what's over here? The Goods of the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. Closed for winter. Please use main entrance.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago.
I was hoping to talk to her about why she isn't gardening anymore, but... Okay, let's go talk to Gert. Piece of shit.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't want to remember putting them in there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state. Could someone, one of your staff put them in there? Who else has the key to this trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Could one of your staff?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
I'm not going to accuse him of a fugue state.
Yes?
I need a drink. Can you pour me? Oh, fuck it. I have a mission for it, so...
Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
He points to his empty hand.
It's not a shaker. It's nothing. He's holding nothing.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this?
He shakes his imaginary shaker furiously.
Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
Because you're not a bartender? Why?
Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a cafeteria manager. Is there anything else you wanted?
You to be less of a prick.
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
I want a fucking drink, asshole! That did not wake the cat. You don't understand the seriousness of the situation. I'm an alcoholic. I need my fix. I am an alcohol-operated detective. If you want to clean up the dead body and solve this case, you need to insert alcohol into my fucking mouth. I decided to insert that last one. Fine, then. I had something else needed.
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple?
You do not want to taunt me. Not when it comes to marinellas.
Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix.
Fuck off. You're a prick. Okay, so... anyone unauthorized at the Whirling Rags? Find the person, tampered with the scene. It may take a while. Okay. Let's go talk to fucking Kuno. Really fucking hate that kid. Okay, Kuno, you little other word that starts with a C that I can't say on YouTube.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Want to discuss the dead body with you again, Kuno. I have questions about the crime scene.
The fuck about it?
Nope.
You're testing Kuno's patience. Get lost, yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
That's not a word you can say. The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. Point the container. How did they get there? Kuno, there's a stack of Runite back there. Points to sack.
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone says they tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Wait. I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have been you must have seen them lying around. Alright, entertain me. What's so great about the pants? Kuno, you don't know anything about the tampering I'm investigating, and I already have the pants.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for falling anyway, pig.
There was also a mug in the trash. Show mug.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes. Does racist mug have anything to do with this? Yes. Does this adequate depiction of a southern Samaran man have anything to do with it? Yes. Does this quaint, better not taken out of its historical context mug have anything to do with it? Actually, talking about this makes me uncomfortable. Let's back up a notch.
Yeah, back out of this shit with Kuno.
Back out and take your fat ass with you.
I'm gonna shoot you. Once I know where my gun is.
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind, lazy dinks.
There it is. That strange feeling again. As if there was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material.
Can't hide it. I see with vision, with my inner eye. So you say, but I saw past the veil. Yes, the shit glimpse and light are left behind. Were those gimps? Suddenly raise your eyebrow. Left-handed? Don't have a single normal thing to say.
Inner eye? Fuck are you talking about? Ask me a normal question, pig.
They're trying to make you feel stupid, Kuno.
You glance again at the roofing material in front of the shack. Yes, you should go back there.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't...
Alright, roofing material.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Why am I looking at the spell of roofing material?
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Pull the panels aside.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
I got 5 experience.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
A big pig head, okay. An empty tube of Mega Slam magnesium supplements. Oh, gotta take the long way around, Jesus. Guess I'll investigate all of that when I come back down, huh?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Look, Lieutenant points to the flapping cloak. Someone left the cloak behind.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
With an 8% chance? No. Look around.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here.
What exactly are we doing up here? Do you really think the cloak is mine? Should I jump for it?
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it?
He looks at the edge of the cold pavement below.
Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
What exactly are we doing up here?
What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
Okay. Save game.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing.
Nope,
No
I
one
failed.
has
I'm gonna
claimed it
die.
for their own.
It was worth it.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
Vertigo almost pushes you over the edge.
You could have died there. Shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
Hey! What happened?
Alright, Kim, I just can't do it right now.
I understand. We can always come back when you are feeling better.
I figured I would try. What's in the box? Take all. Oh, I need that. I can't get over there. Oh, this first. The doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillar seems to be in ruins together. Bucket. Take all. Alright. Well, I can't access my coat at the minute, so. The barrel's half full of rainwater. Alright, back inside. Cured pig head. Looks mummified. Poster says, get out of the way or get fucked up. The silver plate with traces of bony yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere. I wasn't thinking about taking it, I swear. I was just, thinking about justice. I've heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective?
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However...
He looks at the ladder in the corner.
But
I've already gone up there.
was an interesting find. An alternative path into the harbor that the kid uses. Well done.
Yes, but I can't go there because I'm pussy. This postcard depicts an ill-advised residential area overlooking Jamrock Quarter. 13-story building on the hillside like a sarcophagi, an ominous fog already raising from behind. There's the last boom years. In 39, the project fails catastrophically, blah, 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 leaving behind an opiate of hepatitis B-infested slums. Awesome. Okay, so here's all the things I've failed at. Actually, this is the damaged ledger I could potentially...
It's the ledger you found in the
I can't do
trash.
it yet.
A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside.
Stop being locked. Okay. Well, I guess I better interact with the body.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
God, what is that? Why is it so bad? Turn away and leave.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Nope. Though I've already looked at the crime scene, so it's not like I'm contaminating it anymore. We've documented everything. Alright, so what does it want me to... That comes later. Track down my badge, pay for damages. I'm trying to inspect the victim's body. Back in the Whirling Rag, preliminary inspection. You need to suppress the urge to throw up to do it. No. Sing karaoke and track down my gun. Okay. So I do need to investigate. Alright. I've got to do it.
There he still is, looking right through. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth. Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Fucking corpse. God, I'm sorry.
Keep it.
Lieutenant hands you a blue checkered handkerchief.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Think ammonia will help? Okay, where do we get ammonia? I don't need that shit.
If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. I can't handle the headache.
It's more likely he can handle the smell, unlike you.
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't...
He points to the greenhouse.
There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the Whirling Rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Okay. Let's go talk to the gardener, because I don't want to spend money because I've got 60 cents. Alright. Lieutenant's handkerchief. And yes, look at body. Get ammonia. And I'm stuck. Hey, do you have any of that there potpourri?
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour
Oh, my
ago.
partner told me you may have some ammonia. Can I have some?
Sure. I'm done with it.
She takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands it to you.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Ampule of ammonia. Inspect the body hanging in the back here of the Whirling Rag. The preliminary inspection, you need to suppress the urge to throw up. Okay. How do I use this? I imagine it's just going to be an option up here.
still is, looking right through you with his
Plus
white
one
eyes.
has ammonia.
The body below is in. You crack open the ammonia ampoule and breathe in.
Critical
The
success.
odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, they're armor.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
What kind of armor is it exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more arm after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information.
He nods
This
toward
is one
Kuno.
thing he might actually know.
He was just wearing the boots and there's no rest of the armor?
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirts we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
What if they told him to strip before they hung him? To demean him? You could have been walking around naked, just like that for all we know.
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties, and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Why would a gang be called the Whore Mothers?
Fucking talking about underpants.
Clearly, Kuno would like to interject something here, but there's not enough for him to hold on to.
The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
Trent draws the line of consideration in ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Ka-ching, baby, nod to the boots. Wait, my yearly pay is what he said. Real. That's a lot. I take it.
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
No, that's not what I meant. That is what ka-ching meant.
Of course.
The lieutenant nods often. It's part of his unplastic expression range, communicating both professionalism and sarcasm. This time, the latter.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay.
Look at the advanced security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock the boots.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
He points to the boots.
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Run your fingers over the lines.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you know the...
Good.
Oops.
Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
I accidentally clicked too many times. Pull off the boot.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Better not even try,
The
actually.
sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under six-rotor airships.
Don't ask me how, but I think this is a lashing belt used for aircraft cargo.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is a reinforced kind for transport. My brain tells me so. Then again, what do I know? I don't even know what an airship is.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
You're assuming dock workers at the harbor did it? They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring. How did they even get him up there?
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
My past has undergone a total annihilation. Nothing remains but mother of love of my life, certainly not the briefing.
Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get.
They sure wanted him to stay up there.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
How'd they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Did they climb up the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs, an intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Is this a map of the night sky? Is this a microelectronic system? Is this national pattern?
I have only a cursive knowledge of the science of cybernetics. I would not know if it were. But it's not quite complex enough, is it?
It doesn't seem familiar from the insides of any radio computer your mind can imagine. The somewhat organic lines remind you of old filament memory units, but not quite. No, you're nowhere near right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
A sudden ringing in the air, sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
Shut the fuck up.
An instant color camera.
He produces 2 metal-like capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. Lens needs adjusting, then.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Lieutenant shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, color perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it and just look at it later without the corpse smell?
Sure. Just don't lose it.
He hands you a piece of paper, rolled up paper, and no longer a pack of cigarettes.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Tell me who you are, dead man. Yeah.
I'm gone.
Oh, got a breakthrough. Oh, Guillaume. We've got Guillaume. Where have you gone? I can see you're gone, but who are you? What is happening? I hate you stink, you're boring enough.
Into the wild pale yonder.
Hello, reptilian brain.
In the past. Way out in the west.
I can't get the damn compartment open in my ledger pen.
The blue heart. Oh, that's good shit. You'll love it. Just press down and fuck it open like you always do. Fuck it hard. Copopo the clown.
He means force. It'll work.
I'm a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing funny about you. You are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
I have questions for you.
Go ahead, Copo.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your
Black frothy liquid starts bubbling from his lips.
imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions.
Why do I love questions so
fucking
much?
love questions. Because you're a copperoony. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yeah, give me questions. Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoony Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry.
I feel like I've been getting a lot of Harry lately.
You might be onto something there.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this? Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
I don't think I have anything else to do. This case is all I have. Because he told me to, not towards Kim. Maybe this will lead me to something indescribable, unforeseen. Miraculous? The clown lips of the corpse appear to smile. The face rotates before you, slowly.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
I hate you stinking your bark now. Enough.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Yeah, interesting.
Of course.
Okay, already done that.
Come back later.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. I think he was uplifting after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored. Cover your nose. Something's coming up. Or something's coming out of him. He's beaten up. See the bruises.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
We got lucky. Maybe we went to the toilet sometime before death. God damn right, Nope, not saying that. Turn around and yell.
Did we? I don't feel lucky. Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
Yep, seems like a lynching to me. Could still be he was moved after death. Maybe strangled by someone?
Yes, there's always a chance we are wrong. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first. I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Step back and have another look first.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Can't we get someone else to do it? We could saw the branch. Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it. Maybe we could shoot him down? Maybe we could ask for help from the harbor. I'm out of ideas. Let's have another look at him.
Someone else? You mean like the police?
Exactly, yes. Call the police. You have a point there. I mean, somehow, who's below detective?
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
We talk about getting him down.
Yes, we do.
Oh, God. I don't want to ask help from the harbor. It's potentially who killed him.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Point to it. There's the buckle that holds the whole belt together. I don't know. Just shoot up, maybe? Point towards the branch? Let's just shoot the belt. The bullet will break it.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, Now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss. The pigs will miss Kuno.
Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst thing that could happen? Actually, don't. It's a bad idea written all over it. Wait, let me try. Say nothing, let him choose. I don't know, maybe we better not do it. Back off.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle-loader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
He's gonna fucking miss.
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Fucking idiot! Mookaba asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay, man. God damn it. Get your shit together. Try again, maybe?
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Clad.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word. Just
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
He's gonna say no.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
He pauses and shrugs and proceeds to
Go ahead.
load the
I'm not
pistol
stopping
up.
you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banani boyka. Take it and
the cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light.
I'm skipping the
Your
kids because I
fingers
can't
fit
fucking
right
stand the
through
kids.
the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Point the gun at her. Say shut up. Hand-eye coordination challenging. Pull the trigger. Close your left eye first. Give the gun back to the tent.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the noon light as the corpse slowly rotates.
Hopefully this will give me a better chance to shoot it.
The slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sync up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty? Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Oh, I really want to point the gun at her. Pass!
The buckle explodes into tiny pieces, coming loose with a whir. With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you, looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Communism.
Hey. Good in theory, not in practice.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. You have no idea where it's coming from. Oh, then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
You've been policed. How did I do that? Who's laughing now, you little shit?
Fuck you, Korpale!
You've been policed.
Ace is high.
The lieutenant raises a right hand, waiting for you to slap it.
The
Oh,
ace is high,
abso-fucking-lutely.
a custom invented by the Aero aerostatic brigades during the revolution is used to celebrate success in Revachol, especially in sports. The gesture is spread across the world despite the defeat of the revolutionaries themselves.
Fuck yeah.
The lieutenant takes a little hop to perform the customary salutation. Your palm hurts from the slap. It's precise and down to the point.
I knew these guys were
Do I still have the gun? Can I still aim the gun? No, we're not. Yeah, we're faggots. Got a problem with it? What now?
We will perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me.
He needs to turn away from the corpse.
It looks like I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. Just a little breather before we do the autopsy.
Wait, field autopsy?
Yes. The 4 phases of a murder scene. 1. Investigation of the scene. I'm satisfied with that part. The trash container, the prints, we've been thorough enough. 2. Initial examination of the victim. We were exhaustive in our efforts there. Good job. 3. Field autopsy. This will not be pleasant or easy, and it will have to be performed on the scene.
The fuck are they on about?
Cops are gonna cut his shit up next.
4 and final, transport of the coroner's case to the district morgue. I'll do that. God, it stinks.
Don't we have someone else to do the autopsy, like a doctor?
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From crime scene to autopsy to cleanup, we do it all.
Her honorary rank.
An honor and a burden attached to your rank. Mine is Lieutenant Detective, unfortunately. I can't tell you how tired I am of this corpse.
I didn't think I'm a detective.
With shooting like that? Of course you are. Your station would not have assigned you to this case otherwise.
Alright, give him his gun back.
In the meantime, we should try to interview Evrard Clare, the leader of the Union. Harbor property was clearly used in the hanging. The harbor just east of here. Getting in might prove a challenge, though. Or we could ask around for the representative of the logistics company. My initial information says the Wild Pines have sent some sort of strike negotiator to wrangle control back from Evrard.
You could ask the garden for directions.
Is this the famous list of initial interviews?
Yes. And those were the interviewees. Let's go.
Guillaume Lemillion. Bad news. Guillaume Lemillion did not become a cop. In 1938, he went on a tour to the Sinyao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning.
There. I have finished my... let's see. +1 pain threshold, blood oxygen, boring all psyche, learning caps are raised by 1. Cool. Alright, I believe I have a point. How well you move your body. Power to influence yourself and others. How well your body's built. I appreciate my psyche. Can I get an extra point in this? Alright.
An intricate web of blue lines.
Okay, yeah, we've
It
already done this.
almost looks like the electronic patterns inside a radio computer or an old filament memory. For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone who knows about history could tell you. Gone.
Okay. Oh god, so many new things. Where's the rest of the armor? Ask Kuno, the kid throwing rocks, who knows what he knows. Run the number of the victim's armor. Ask him to tell you about the case, victim's tattoos. Perform field ops. See, interview union boss, and find the Wild Pines rep. Okay. Well. Actually, let's talk to Kim. And then
Yes?
talk to fucking Kuno. Then we'll wrap up this goddamn video.
No response. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I feel like I must repeat, if I don't remember anything, there's heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
I'm afraid this is a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming of...
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
It's not psychological. Sort of major brain damage has occurred. On an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted? What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing. Why would you say mysterious case? If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking some otherworldly might be involved. You know, something supernatural. White, male, in his 40s, what more do you need? Personally, I think these labor disputes are very mysterious. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious. But it could be sexy.
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was a...
Maybe there was a young woman involved? Are you sure this isn't some sex angle we're not considering? I guess that's it then. Or that's also then.
Excellent. Was there anything else? Good.
Does that solve the... Ask Kim about the... His briefed about the case. It gives some time to forget. So briefly... Okay, no, I just have to confess to forgetting shit.
Yes? What do you want to know? Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was? Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Yes, of course I understand everything now. Let's just make it perfectly clear. Our job here is to find out the killer?
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer. Good.
Alright. So that's done. Let's go talk to Kuno about the fucking... I hate talking to Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I found your shack. Point to the shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I pushed the panels aside, Kuno. I phase shifted through the roofing material. Before we go on that, let's talk about how you said it was some roofing material in the glimpse to the left. Was that a lie?
Pig, that's the past. You and Kuno are now. Let's talk about how you opened the secret door fucking at Kuno's kingdom. Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
Fan plates covered in powder, residue, anything about that? What about the tube of magnet? Yeah, don't care. What about the pig head? Was my coat up there? I'm pretty sure it was mine. Point to the coat, waving in the wind. Could I get to the harbor roof from there?
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that. Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secrets. Kuno's not snitching.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it. Yet, that conclusively explains how the coat got up there.
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig.
I tried that. It didn't go well.
Kuno knows. Kuno and C saw you shit yourself. It's okay, pig. Not everyone can face the fear Kuno style.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
I'm supposed to ask him about the armor.
Kuno doesn't...
Where was it? Track down your gun. Where's the... Ask Kuno what he knows. Okay, about the armor.
Fuck does Kuno care the fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
What do you mean threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
Firms a kick on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
Uh-huh.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
Who do you mean, troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
Are you just telling me this out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
There are contusions all over that body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
Grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about the marks of the stones left on the corpse. Yes, that's what I'm saying. You're stupid. I hate words.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
One more thing. Right now, let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's...
Get lost.
Okay, you could... can I get the gun back? Can I please get the gun back?
Kuno doesn't...
Okay. So, we have updated with the armor. But, before we go to the autopsy, I think this is a rousing success. We're moving on. Let's get away from the kids. Fucking kids. I hate kids. Alright. So, I hope you've enjoyed watching as much as I've enjoyed making. Like, comment, subscribe. And, yeah. I'm glad to be back at this. And I fucking hate those kids. But until next time, goodbye.